One of my all-time favorite verse is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25. For the foolishness of God is wiser than man's wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than man's strength. This has always intrigued me all through my life, and God has spoken volumes to me through this very simple verse. The foolishness of God is wiser than man's wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than man's strength. The word that keeps coming to my mind, in fact, for a couple of weeks, is the economics of God. God's ways are so different from our ways. In fact, Isaiah 55 verses 8 and 9 says, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thought than your thoughts. So whether you take any situation in life, the Bible, God's ways, always is way better than the world's way. So when God says, love as I have loved you, it's the wheel of God's economics begins to churn the moment we obey it. When it comes to giving, when we obey God and just start giving, again, the supernatural begins to work in our life. When Jesus said, if you are to serve, the highest among you should work as a slave, as a servant. Humble yourself. This is God's economics. It's amazing, but it is phenomenal. When God says, honor and keep the purity of the marriage bed, this is God's economics. We are so used to the world style that often we forget that when we try and live life the world's way, we are actually wrecking our life with our own hands. But when we obey God, something beautiful happens. We begin to reap a bountiful harvest. So are you ready to reap a bountiful harvest? Are you ready to take God? Even the foolishness of God is wiser than man's wisdom. I love it. And I normally tell Jesus, even if you give me one foolish sentence, I think I will treasure it and obey it. Give me that heart to do it. Can you do it? God bless you.